Hello everyone. So today I'm gonna be showing you how to make ceviche. I actually went ahead and bought this seafair meat. It's kind of like, we call it as jaiba, but as you can see it's crab flavor seafood flake. This is the one you need. Make sure it's nice and cold so it's easy to shred when you are shredding it. I usually don't measure because I kind of pretty much eyeball everything. You're gonna need some cilantro. I have already chopped mine. You are also going to need some onion. Like I said, I usually don't measure. I just kind of eyeball it, see how much I'm going to have. You're going to need some lemon juice, and I'm using lime just because it's a little sour. And it cooks the seafood and makes it taste better. You're also going to need some salt, some oregano. Make sure it's not grated oregano because this one, you need to grate it yourself to give it a beautiful flavor. And some chopped tomato. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start shredding my jaiba, my seafood. So it's gonna take me a little while. So I have finished shredding all my fish for the ceviche. As you can see, it's a nice little texture, very nicely. Although I did forget to mention 2 ingredients that we will be using today. We're gonna be using 2 bottles of the cocktail sauce. The brand is Heinz Fresh Seafood. There's a cocktail sauce. And to give it a little bit of a spicy taste, we're using some tapatio sauce. So let's go ahead and start mixing our ingredients together. Let me move these bottles to the side. Make sure they're nicely and ready to go. Alright, so I'm gonna move all my ingredients to one side so you guys can see everything I'm doing. Alright, so first we're gonna go ahead and add the lime juice just to make sure that it gets a decent amount of pre-cooked. It's nice and sour, you know, that's just to make sure it's good. We're gonna mix it just to make sure we don't need some extra. I don't think we'll need more, but I will know till I do the taste on it. Alright, so let's go ahead and add our onion. I don't like it with a lot of onion, so I only cut a little bit. Feel free to use the amount of onion you guys want. So it'll be nice and colorful. And let's add our cilantro. Alright, let's go ahead and mix all of this. It's a very strong smell of cilantro, but that's okay. It'll give it a good taste once all of this is done together. And just so we make sure it gets nicely in there, and then the cilantro gets some of the lemon taste to it as well. Alright, so we're gonna finally add our oregano. Like I said, you want it to be whole, so when you grab it, depends on how much you're making, put it in your hand, and you want to mince it together till it all goes inward. That way you have like the nice smell of the cilantro. You have the beautiful smell of the oregano, and it'll taste good. I had to take out a little stick that was in there. I think that should be more than enough. Let me just remove some of the sticks because mine was not grinded. Like I said, it's better when it's not grinded. Get that in there, mixed together very nicely. Make sure all the lemon juice gets spread just about everywhere. You don't want it to be too sour either. So now we're gonna add our salt as well as our tomato. I should have used a bigger thing to mix all of this together, a bigger bowl. But I didn't think I was gonna need it. Apparently now I do, because it's gonna be a lot. Put all my dishes to one side and add my salt in my hand. I'll try not to add all of it. I don't think I'll need all the salt, but just in case. That's a lot of yummy salt. We don't want it too salty either. I usually don't measure. I never actually measure any of my food or anything that I'm cooking, just because I sometimes cook for 2 people, sometimes cook for 3, sometimes I cook for the whole family. So it just depends. Like for my ceviche, I want to have more of the seafood and less of the tomatoes and the ingredients. So ingredient wise, it's your choice on what you want to add, you know. Also your choice on how spicy you want to make it and how lemony. I don't want to have it to be too sour. So let's go ahead and add our Heinz sauce, cocktail sauce. I have 2 bottles. I don't think I'll be using both of them. Make sure it gets all in here. Okay, that's the first one. Let's go ahead and add our second one. Looks like we may actually need it after all. Alright. And before we mix all of this together, we are going to add some of our tapatio sauce chile just to make it spicy, give it that good taste. I usually just take the top part off so I'm not there shaking it constantly. I like my food spicy, so I put quite a bit of it. As you can tell from the back, I kind of pour almost half the bottle. So we'll see how it comes out and how much we'll still need, and on the salt in a little bit. So because I'm using a smaller bowl, I'm gonna mix it slowly to make sure I don't make a mess on my table. Oh my goodness, I think I made a lot. Well, at least it'll last us for a while. But let's get this mixed in here nicely. Okay, it's going good. No mess yet. No need to add for extra salt, but I'll find out once all of this is fully mixed. As you can see, I really did make a lot of it. That I should have gotten a bigger bowl to mix this with. But it looks like I'm gonna be making a little bit of a mess here. So we'll see how messy this gets. All right. As you can see, it's getting a nice little red color. Oh, it's starting to smell really good. I kind of want to taste it, but I gotta wait till it's all done. I want to make sure that all of it is mixed in here really well, so that it'll be equal spiciness all over the place, and the sauce will be spread out equally. Now, some people do like to add some ketchup to it. That's totally your choice. I don't add ketchup because as it is the sauce, the cocktail sauce, it's already mostly tomato. You already are adding some tomato, so it's like tomato and tomato. But once again, that's totally your choice if you want to add some extra ketchup. Alright, so it looks like I have it almost all mixed in here. Let me just get a fork real quick so I can give it a try, see if it's missing any salt or any lemon. Alright, so bear with me. Or if it's even missing some spiciness, a nice kick to it. Let's see if it's good. It's missing some spicy food to it, some spiciness. So I'll add some more. That spiciness, once again, is up to your choice. I like spicy food. As you can see from my other videos, I tend to cook with a lot of pepper. And it should be good enough to eat after this. Salt-wise, came out perfect. Does not need any extra lemon. So, you know, if you want to measure, feel free to measure. I just kind of eyeball to see how much I'm making, how many people I'm going to be feeding, and kind of just go around with it. And if it needs some, just add a little bit. Everybody likes to taste food a little bit differently. Some people like it salty, some people like it very sour. I have 2 kids that like the sour food. So it's just your choice. So it should all be good now. Let me just clean up my fork. And let me see. Final taste. Perfect. It's good. Well, here you go, you guys. This is how you make ceviche. Well, at least the way I make it. Several other ways to make it. You can make tilapia ceviche. You can make it out of crab, lobster. You can make a mixture of the tilapia with some shrimp ceviche. Ooh, that was really spicy. We almost went down the wrong pipe. So hope you guys like it. Anything else you guys want to see how to cook? Feel free to leave a comment. I'll try my best to get it out as soon as possible. Thank you.